School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 9, Force and Laws of Motion. Now we are going to see the first law of motion, right? But before that, let me show you. Uh, we learn what is balance and unbalanced force. After then, we are going to see what is Newton's first law of motion. Now, in order to see Newton's first law of motion, what they are trying to tell you is that there are two persons who try to find out its relation. The first person was Galileo Galilei, as what I say. Now, what this is the experiment done by Galileo. What happened is he said if you roll down a ball, right? If you roll down a ball from an inclined plane, right? If you roll down a ball from an inclined plane here, it will go down. Now, if it is a frictionless surface, right? Let me show you here. So this is an inclined plane, okay? And if you throw a ball from here, throw means if you just release it from it. So if you just release this ball, it will go down and this ball will go up till here. So what it says, the height of the ball will remains the same. So until which distance this ball will go is at the same height. Now what if we make this inclination a little less, right, like this. So they said if there is no friction, the ball is going to reach at the same height. The ball is going to reach at the same height, right? It will travel a longer distance, but the height is going to remain the same. But the question is what? It should be a frictionless surface. It should be a frictionless surface. Now, practically, if you understand, it is not possible. Okay, so see, this is the observation given by Galileo. If you see what it is said, that if the frictionless incline on both sides, the Galileo argued that the marble released from the left, it will roll down the slope and go to the opposite side to the same height if it is released. If the inclination of the both plane on both sides are equal, then the marble will climb at the same distance that it will cover while rolling down. Right? Now what if you make it flat? So they said if you make it flat, right? If you make it this as a flat, there is no inclination. Then it says the ball will roll down forever, right? Make sure again I'm using it is a frictionless surface. Frictionless, there is no friction in between it. Right? Now you know, practically whenever you throw a ball on a ground, it will go for some distance and it will stop. Right? So based on this, right, would have traveled further distance till it reaches. So in practical situation, it is difficult to achieve zero unbalanced force, and this is because of the presence of frictional force. Okay, so whenever we need to reduce this frictional force, we use lubricant on the top planes, right? So this was the observation by Galileo. These are the observation given by Galileo, that if you release the ball from an inclined plane, it will reaches at the same height if the angle of inclination is same. Even though if the angle of inclination is less than the given, still it reaches at the same height. But the question arises that it should be a frictionless surface. Okay, So understand this very small concept which I'm trying to put in, right? This is the person Galileo Galilei, right? As what I said, the box is not going to be asked in the examination, but just for the information, say, right? He is the person who did an experiment from the, right, at Italy. The, right, he was a great mathematician, natural philosophy. He did many experiments on theories of motions, accelerations, gave many formulas also. So his, even from the astronomical discoveries, his contribution is very good in terms of physics, right? But here his experiment has the limitations, because in real life we always face a friction, and based on that a Newton further studied, right? So that we'll see next time, and what Newton have told you, that I'll tell you next time, because next time we are going to see the first law and its statement and the second law. Okay, till then, bye, take care, thank you so much.